Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing about the topic globalization. Globalization refers to the process of integration of economies across the world through the cross-border flow of factors, products and information. In simple words, you can say globalization refers to the integration of the world economy. Means trade across the borders, borderless trade we can say, right? So when there is a exchange of goods and services, information, culture, skills, talent, technology, information, products, input factors, then it indicates the globalization when it is across the borders. So, as per the IMF, globalization is the growing economic interdependence of countries worldwide through increasing volume and variety of cross border transactions in goods and services and of international capital flows, and also through the more rapid and widespread diffusion of the technology. So, this globalization is simply indicates the integration of the world economy into a single market, where anyone from any corner of the country can sell, purchase the product, goods, and services in any corner of other country. This simply indicates the globalization, integration of the world market into a single market, coming up to a single platform, right, where you can exchange the goods and services. Now there are certain features, or we can say benefits of the globalization, why the economies are going for the globalization. So there are certain features, like there is a free flow of goods and services. People from different countries can sell their product to each other in other the countries, and goods and services get transferred from one place to other place across the borders. Now there is a free flow of knowledge, skills, talent and technology. There is a transfer of knowledge from one place, one country to other country. People are migrating, taking their talents and skills to other countries, and there is a transfer of technology. As everyone knows that MS Office was not invented, that was not developed by Indians, but still we are using MS Office. We are using n number of technologies which have not been invented, created in our country, but still we are using now. This is just because of the globalization. Now, when coming up to these advantages, why people are going for globalization? Because the cost of production is lowered, right? Why cost of production is lowered? Because of the economies of scale. And why economies of scale? Just because of the bulk production. As we all know, when we are going for bulk production, the prices of the, or sorry, the cost of the product will be reduced. So when the bulk production is there, the cost of production is reduced, and when the cost of production is reduced and the bulk production is there, then the people are going for the exporting, right? Then people go for exporting their products to other countries at the cheaper prices, because the cost is also very low, right? So when the globalization is there, then there will be improved or increased FDI in your country. FDI indicates the investment. As we all know, investment will definitely improve the GDP of the country, right? So when there is improved FDI, then definitely it will improve the infrastructure of that country, right? If FDI will come, the infrastructure will be improved. Through FDI, the employment will improve. When employment is improved, the people will earn income, so income will be improved. When people will be earning in a good amount of income, then the standard of living will be improved, right? And when people are earning income, industrialists are earning income, profit. So industrialization will be improved of that country, and ultimately GDP will be improved. So with the FDI, infrastructure is improved, then GDP is improved, standard of living is also improved. When we are talking about the globalization, we are talking about the resource utilization of the countries which are still unexplored. Right? There are n number of countries where the resources are in abundance, but they are idle. They're lying idle because there is no one to explore those resources. They are rich in the resources, natural resources, but they don't know the technique how to utilize that resources. So globalization may help in optimum utilizing those resources, right? So balanced regional growth is there. For example, US is developed economy. Not example, it's true. US is a developed economy. India is an developing economy. There are certain economies also which are underdeveloped. So this is unbalanced regional unbalanced growth. This is not balanced growth on the in the aspect of the world through the world view, right? So when we are talking about the world view, for the balanced regional growth, each and every region should be growing in it should be in growing phase. So for the balanced regional growth, globalization helps. When the globalization through FDI, when MNCs are coming to a country, this is giving you a positive, or we can say this is giving you an opportunity of healthy competition, right? So when the healthy competition is there, then you'll be improving more and more and more, and you'll be giving your best shot, right? When you're giving your best, then definitely it will result into the good it will yield good results, or we can say it will give you more efficient and productive results, right? So healthy competition will be there, or we can say improved competition is there. Then technology is improved. As I told you, as I've given an example of MS Office, we have not invented or discovered, or we have not created that MS Office. This has been created by some other country, but we are still using. So improved technology is improved in our country, right? Then with globalization, people are migrating from one place to other place. As you can see in an Indian context also, people are working in different countries from India. Indian citizens are working in other countries, right? So people are moving. Capital is moving through FDI and FPI. So economic development and growth is also there of each and every country, right? Then as I told you that with FDI, with investment, income will increase, with GDP will increase, indicating the industrial growth, right? Then there are reduced cultural differences. When the people from different countries are migrating to other countries or working at one place, then the cultural differences also reduces, right? Then innovations and creativity. Globalization results into more innovative and creative ideas and diffusion of those creative and innovative ideas. As in the point of view of the producer, we will be having more access to the different markets. But as a consumer also, we are having an access to the different products. For example, this MS Office, same example. MS Office was not programmed by Indians, but we are using that. So we are, as a consumer, that is a product for us, right? That is a product we are using. We are using a better technology. We are using different products from other countries also. So we are having an access to different products as a consumer, and as a producer, we are having an access to different markets, right? So these are the benefits, but there are certain limitations also to globalization, which are there are certain disadvantages as well as limitations of globalization. Very first disadvantage is loss of the culture. We when some other country people are coming to your country, you are just losing up to a certain extent your culture, right? So up to an extent, the cultural barriers, culture when there is when the people are coming from different countries, then up to a certain extent, the reduction in the cultural differences is good, but after a point, when there is but after a point, there will this will result into the loss of culture also, right? Then cutthroat competition is there. It means that people are coming from different countries will be giving you a tough competition, and there will be a threat to the domestic firms, and it will be having an adverse effect on the domestic demand as well, right? Up to an extent, exploit resource utilization is good, but beyond that extent, then it result into the resource exploitation. Now another disadvantage is when the people are coming to our country and using our resources, working in our country, they are also proving as a threat to the environment of our country, right? So it also proved to be a threat to the environment. Then the legal and political factors are also there. Each and every country is having a different set of constitution, different set of rules and regulations which you need to follow, right? So these are also restrictions for the globalization. Then language is also one sort of barrier which hampers the globalization. Then cultural aspects is also one of the major important aspect as a barrier to globalization. Then environmental factors also include into the disadvantages, or we can say limitations to the globalization. Thank you everyone. and good day.